On AM 560, 96.1 FM, and 87.7 FM. This hour of Sports 56 Happy Hour is brought to you by MemphisFarmers.com. Insurance coverage backed by a local agent and a brand trusted nationwide. We are farmers. MemphisFarmers.com.
Check it out right here.
Ladies and gentlemen. And now?
Now, the only man to give death a near Johnny experience. Johnny Harden.
Yo, 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 what up? Welcome into a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. Your good buddy Johnny Radio's in the crib. So is my man Gabe Kuhn. Give us a follow on Twitter. Of course, Sports 56 WHBQ at Johnny_radio. And Gabe's an underscore guy at G_KUHN71. That's at G_Kuhn71. We got a loaded show. We're going to talk some recruiting and all this good stuff at the bottom of the hour with Adam Salazar. Don't forget at 2:30 today we do a little switcheroo. Hardwood's at 2 on a Thursday. Isaac Simpson's at 2:30. So get ready for Hardwood at 2. Isaac Simpson at 2:30 talking all things Tigers. We got a lot of fun. The lead off with my man Gabe Kuhn. Got some great stuff. Plus we've got news that's been breaking all day. Everything from Antonio Brown possibly being a Seahawk to Dez Bryant working out with the Ravens. What the hell are the Birds doing in the NFL today? And then the other one is I like this move by the Ravens. They went out and got my man, Yannick Ngakoue.
Yes, sure do. Got signed by the or was it
Minnesota
a trade? It was a trade.
Yeah, for picks. It was a trade.
It was a trade in the offseason that Minnesota got him, and then now that they're 1-5, I think they're sort of jumping ship.
Yeah, I was like, dude, are you kidding me? You're going to add that to that already dope defense? That's pretty helpful, but I don't know about the Dez Bryant thing. I do have to say Baltimore. I know you needed some more wide receivers, but I don't know. It's 2017 the last time he played?
Also, low risk, high reward, though.
True that. He's just
because he's on the practice squad. It's nothing they don't have to play him. They're not paying him a lot of money. So again, you can take that risk as long as the reward might be there in the end.
Yeah, it's been a very interesting day in the world of sports, to say the least. We're going to have a whole lot of fun. Hopefully listen to Middays today, and you got all the picks from Harold Grader and Eli and Gaston. And I will tell you one thing. This weekend's picks look so scary for me because they look so easy. When it looks too easy, guess what? Usually it is, because I feel like Minnesota, wrong team favored in that bad boy. I also feel like the total set way too high. It's going to be a damn blizzard this weekend. Did you see that? You know the little brown jug they play for? Sucker's going to be under like a foot of snow, man. They ain't even going to be able to find the jug unless it's got a lot of like really hot liquor in it and keeps it warm and melts. But I'm just saying, man, this is going to be a wild weekend. Also, I got to ask Mr. Gabe Kuhn about this because tomorrow I'm going to ask Alex. Iowa, favored. I know it's Purdue. But with all the stuff they've had on the offseason, I'm telling you right now, I'm thinking wrong team favored in that one as well, because Iowa's got their best players are pretty much gone. They had to basically change all the stuff in the offseason. There's been so much turmoil. How is this team going to come together and actually perform? I realistically have a very quick pause. Now, I know this is not, Joe Tiller's Purdue. I know Drew Brees isn't playing quarterback. But this is also it ain't Brahms Purdue either. You know what I mean? They're a little bit better than I think a lot of people expect this year. I think Penn State is a poser. People talking like Penn State's got a 29% chance to win the Big Ten. Let me explain something to you. His name is Justin Fields. He plays for Ohio State. And Ryan Day also coaches over there. They don't even talk about Jim Harbaugh because he's not even a worthy opponent of Ohio State. And they're just trying to do a little bit of a comedy skit because Key and Peele coaches for freaking Penn State, and they got Clifford the Big Red Dog playing quarterback. The Big Ten is a joke outside of what I think is going to be Ohio State. Last night, did you hear Heather Dinich say that she thinks 2 Big Ten teams are going to get into the college football Final Four? And I literally said, dude, please give me some of what she's smoking. Am I crazy or is she crazy? 2 teams from the Big Ten, and they haven't even played a game?
Well, then what? Who's the second team?
She said she thinks Penn State's going to.
Well, then here's okay. Let's take her up on this and let's see what their schedule looks like. Let's check this out because that seems they have Ohio State on the schedule.
Yes,
what are they? What's
she
she
says
talking
that's
about?
the only team they're going to lose to.
So they're going to put in a one loss Penn State.
Yes, they are. That's what she says. She says the Big Ten is.
What is she talking about?
She said the Big 12 was not getting anybody. The Pac's not getting anybody.
They're putting in. They're going to put in.
The SEC's cannibalizing each
other.
They're
going to put in a one-loss SEC team over a one-loss Big Ten team every time.
I'm with you. She says there won't be any team in the SEC without 2 losses other than possibly Bama. That's why she said that. So that's why she was saying Penn State, they're going to get 2 from the Big Ten, 1 from the SEC, and Clemson. She basically literally said Clemson because, it's the SEC. Come on, let's be real. Miami's no joke. But they're not like in the same breath as Clemson. We saw that already.
And here's the other thing. Why are people playing up Penn State like they're very good?
I don't know.
I'm not a big. They lost their running back, who was supposed to be the focal point of their
wide receiver,
the focal point of their offense. I saw Sean Clifford play.
I did too.
He's not very impressive.
Big red dog.
He is just not very impressive. I don't know. I guess defensively they'll be okay, but Micah Parsons, their best defensive player, is not playing. Like I don't get the fascination right now with Penn State. The thought that they're not going to lose one. I think they might lose one that they're not supposed to lose this year.
You want to know the truth? I think they picked up Phil Steele's book from earlier before the COVID hit, and they're still reading that damn thing. Like
they have to go. They have to go play Michigan. Like
yes.
Are you just positive they're going to beat Michigan? Not me.
I am not positive that anybody in the Big Ten outside of Ohio State is actually going to be worthy of being in the top 4 at the end of the year. Honestly, it's just where I'm standing from what I'm looking at. I know the SEC playing 10 conference games is it's a murderer's row. Don't get me wrong. I understand you think a lot of teams are going to have more than 1 loss other than Alabama. But let's just get real. We will. This thing will work itself out. The SEC, if anybody's going to have 2, I would have to say is the SEC, and I definitely a conference that still hadn't played a game. I just don't even know how you talk about anybody other than Penn State because Justin Fields is there and he's a baller shot caller. But you know what time it is? It is time for me to get in the box. But before I do, we're about to do the leadoff with Mr. Gabe Kuhn. I just had to say really quickly, boy, did Tampa Bay bounce back last night. That was really nice. I'm so glad I laid off both games so far because I would have been bought wrong on both of them. I just thought Blake Snell being a lefty, the way that the Dodgers hit lefties, they were going to just stroke him. But Brandon Lau comes out, hits that Oppo home run, hits another Oppo home run. They get some good defensive plays. And the Uncle Charlie for Blake Snell was working, and he was dealing that junt last night. Did you see that? And then my homie comes in and freezes my man Bellinger 95 down the chute.
Can I say something, though? Blake Snell, second and third time through the lineup, starts to get sketchy.
Four no-hit innings.
Starts to get sketchy, man. It's like, wow.
Did you see the longest he pitched this year was 5 2/3 inning? Never made it to the 6th
Wow,
inning.
didn't know that.
Never gave up more than 4 runs, but also first 4 innings last night. How many hits did he give up? 0. When the 5th inning started, and well, anyway, we know he starts giving up a little bit more that 3rd time through the lineup. If they're sitting on that Uncle Charlie, they can hit it. But he was, was hitting the corners with the fastball, and he was throwing the curveball for a strike. He was also backing it up on righties and then burying it inside on the plate on righties as well. And then the lefties, he was just making them. They not many lefties there, but Muncy wasn't hitting anything. They were whiffing. This thing is 1-1. They don't have a game tonight, I guess, because they want everybody to listen to Sports 56, 98.5, and 96.1 to make sure they hear the Giants and Eagles game tonight, because that's going to be some riveting television. Giants, Eagles. Who can get to first to 2 wins? Or will the Eagles be the first team to have 2 ties? That would be absolutely hilarious if the Giants and Eagles kiss their sister tonight. But anyway, it is time for me. I'm in the box. Let's do the leadoff, Gabe.
I know we talked about it briefly yesterday, but I want to revisit this and sort of ask your thoughts on it. Ryan Fitzpatrick had a different comment on Tua replacing him. He said, I basically got fired yesterday, and my day today consisted of Zoom meetings with the guy who fired me and sitting in a room with the guy who replaced me for 4 hours. Now, I'm saying some have viewed this reaction as a bit too loud and have taken exception to Fitzpatrick's comments. How do you feel about Fitzpatrick's reaction?
Is Fitzpatrick a human being? He is, right? If you're a professional athlete, you want to be in the National Football League, and you're a quarterback, you want to be one of the best 32. Does Fitzpatrick right now look like he's outside of the top 15 at quarterback right now? At least in his mind, I bet he doesn't. If he's one of the 15 best quarterbacks in the league and he's getting benched in the middle of the season when you are one game out of first place for the playoffs and Miami hadn't done jack in the playoffs in so long it's not even funny, I actually understand Fitz because, bro, he's not going to get any younger. He's having a career year. He wants to go. He wanted this to be his team this year. Pass that John off to Tua next year. I still think that Brian Flores is messing this up, or the people upstairs, because I still think they should do it. I would never bring Tua in with two rookies on the right side of the offensive line with a left-handed quarterback. And guess what that is on a left-handed quarterback, Mr. Gay?
Blindside.
Blindside. And you get blindsided by people like Aaron Donald. Dude, this ain't Mississippi State. He might break both dang legs. So I don't like it, and I understand why he's a little salty. And if I'm another team, I'm trying like the Dickens to get him because he's better than half the quarterbacks playing right now.
I hear people complaining about him saying this.
I can't believe it.
I don't really understand it. He's been a consummate professional every year of his professional career. Yep. I don't think it's going to change because he said this. He's been very open and honest about mentoring Tua. But in this situation, we always talk about how we want people to be very open and honest with the media. The guy's open and honest with the media, and now you complain about what he has to say when he's being open and honest. I think that's where sometimes we run into a problem with some of the media members. I'm not a fan of people complaining about this. I think he has a right to feel the way he feels, and for him to come out and say it, I thought it was open, honest, and very, very cool.
I agree with you 100%, Gabe, and I would like to remind you this. If you pull up any statistical category right now, QBR, you can pull up completion percentage, off-target percentage, in third down. Do you know that he ranks in the top 7 in all major statistical categories? And he's 5.575. Bro, and they're in second place in the AFC East ahead of the Patriots and one game behind the Bills, who've lost 2 in a row, and y'all are making a change in the bye week. I have to say, Tua must be one hell of a quarterback in practice.
Know what I don't get to is, like, sometimes with media members, it's like you ask them these questions, and if Ryan Fitzpatrick would have come out and been like, I completely understand it's the direction they're headed,
we would have called
blah, 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 you'd have been like, where is his fighting spirit? It's like there's always, like, let's just, for a second, appreciate the openness he's bringing to the table. Now,
you know what? Hold on. Before you move on, I just realized something. You know what? A lot of media members act like attorneys. No matter what you say, they counter argue.
Right, exactly.
That's kind of not how it's supposed to be, but go ahead.
I agree wholeheartedly. I heard a conversation yesterday on Talk Radio, I won't mention who, but complaining and saying that Ryan Fitzpatrick was being a me guy. Come on, man. This is a veteran. He's been in the league for how long? And he has mentored how many quarterbacks and tried to be a professional every year of his career. Let's take it easy on Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Thank you.
Now, the talk in the NFL of the day, it's heating up now. AB is possibly going to rejoin the NFL. There's a chance that the Seahawks are the front runner right now, may reach out to him after Week 9 because he has the 8-game suspension. What is your confidence level seeing the reports we've seen in the past day that we will see AB in an NFL uniform before the end of the season?
I don't know if you remember this, but do you remember a lot of people, we had a text, and it said, AB's finished. He will never see the field again. And I came back immediately and I said, you know what? Talent will always get a second chance. Unless this dude is locked up in a prison for doing something horrible, if he's acquitted or if they work out this civil situation, if he comes back and he still is AB, guess what? You're going to put up with a lot when people are annoying. Do you remember when you were a young kid and you used to date that super hot blonde, but she was such a bad word? You dated her for a long time just because she was smoking hot, and then you grew up and you were like, dude, why am I around her? She makes me miserable every day. She's just a side, it's like a purse a girl wears on her arm. She's just hey, look at me. No, she wasn't nice to you. AB feels like that super hot girl that you bring into your family and fold, and the next thing you know, your parents are getting divorced, you hate your brother, everything falls apart. Nobody enjoys Christmas or comes over for Thanksgiving. That's like what Antonio Brown is. Seahawks with a young DK Metcalf, with Tyler Lockett, and Russell Wilson for the first time. People are talking about him MVP. First time ever in his career talking about him being MVP. And you want to bring possibly a cancer in? I'm just being real here. Yes, he can help some teams. I just don't think Seattle needs help on the offensive side of the ball. I'd go get some dudes that can cover somebody.
That would be an interesting match, though. I would like to see.
Could you see Russell Wilson and Antonio Brown conversating?
I would like to see him throw the ball to him. I don't know about conversating, but I will say that would be an interesting match. That would be a really tough cover, Russell Wilson throwing to Antonio Brown. We know how good he is talent-wise, but again,
and don't forget
you have to wait. But
there.
Again, we talked about with Dez the risk-reward. What is the risk versus the reward that you're going to be getting if you bring Antonio Brown, if you're the Seahawks?
Rewards possibly a Super Bowl. The risk is that
he'll tear the team apart.
Implodes.
I don't know if the risk is worth it. Now, former Astros GM Jeff Luhnow, we sort of mentioned this, I believe, on Monday or Tuesday, but he's been very outspoken, and he has denied, and I mean vehemently denied, involvement in the cheating scandal. The quote was this: "I didn't know we were cheating. I had no idea. I wasn't involved." So, as you can see, very, very vehemently denying it. He says there was no credible evidence given by the MLB that he knew anything about the video cheating. Do you buy it?
Unequivocally. I believe it. I buy it. I'm drinking his Kool-Aid for not one reason, but about 50. And I'm going to start off by explaining to you the whole situation. Do y'all remember who the Astros were basically before Jeff Luhnow? After, the Biggio days and after Bagwell and stuff, they stunk. Like, they were pitiful. Then they even tried to, steal things from the Cardinals organization and cheat, do everything. They were always kind of cheaters. Then Luhnow comes in. He gets, Carlos Correa. He gets all this talent. Altuve. He brings in Springer. He brings in all this talent. Then they bring in an Alex Cora, a coach that cheats like a mug. He implements the cheating. They start it all. They don't go to the higher-ups. Do you really think that Jeff Luhnow and Alex Cora were talking about day-to-day operations, like management-style things, or what they were doing? No. He wasn't. He might have been watching batting practice, but he ain't coaching pitchers. He's not coaching people how to hit. He's not telling where to hands, pick up your elbow, put it down, widen your stance, stop rocking. He's not doing any of this stuff. Stay balanced through the ball, whatever. No. He is 100% evaluating talent, evaluating coaches, and trying to piece together a winner. He pieced together a winner. The problem was that winner had a lot to do with the owner. I mean, the coaches had a lot of their owner in them. Luhnow is a man I respect. Crane is an a-hole, a lying, cheating, rich a-hole, and a liar, consummate liar. You watch his interview. I wanted to punch him in the face more than anybody I've ever seen in my life. He reads an apology, doesn't look into the camera, puts it down, and at the very end of the apology, and I would just like to say I apologize to the fans, to MLB baseball, and to everyone around. The very next question: should you have to give back your World Series? Should you have to forfeit the World Series? Absolutely not. We earned it. We were the best team in baseball. Hold on, did you not just say you were cheating? Do you remember turning Altuve, a little 5'2" dude, taking a 100-mile-an-hour pitch over the left field wall? Do you remember all those big plays? Well, you knew it was coming. In my opinion, it is cheating. And Jeff Luhnow released 22,000 text messages. I didn't go through all of them. I'm not going to lie, but I read a bunch, and other people are, and I still haven't seen one where he's talking cheating.
And I'm talking about Jeff Luhnow, released an 150-page report of emails, messages, gave it to Rob Manfred. Apparently, according to Luhnow, Manfred didn't even look at it, didn't involve it in the investigation at all.
Did not have you know what basically my man Rob Manfred's done? Everything to appease one of his billionaire bosses, period, and the rest of baseball. He is trying to CYA, and guess who the scapegoat is? It's Jeff Luhnow, and that's some BS. I feel bad for him. Was that all of them?
Sure was.
Dude, I answered 3 questions already?
Yeah, you did.
Dude, what a day, man. It's flying by. I thought I had something else to give you. But I will tell y'all, we do have a lot more. We're coming back. We're going to talk about recruiting. We're going to talk college football. We're going to talk this, that, and the other. Oh, and I even got a text from Rob Fisher I might tell y'all about on the other side. So whatever y'all do, don't look at the dial. Don't think about touching it unless you're going to go to MemphisFarmers.com, because I can deal with that. Go see Chad Gatlin at MemphisFarmers.com. Come right back. If you want to call him, 901-235 1176. 901-235-1176. Woo-wee! MemphisFarmers.com. Auto, home, life, business, the power of farmers, the knowledge of a Memphis man, and he's always there when you give him a call. Tell him that Johnny sent you. We'll be back in 2 shakes. Sports 56, 98.5, 96.1 FM.
Sports Time with Wallow and Stacks. Weekdays from 3 to 6 on Sports 56, 98.5 FM and 96.1 FM.
Are you looking for a dependable car at a fair price and guaranteed financing approval? Then you need to make your way to Collierville Auto Center, where one price shopping is the name of the game. Family owned and operated, Collierville Auto Center has been in the business for over 20 years and is proud to serve the people of this area. Collierville Auto Center is stocked with over 50 units, including cars, trucks, SUVs, and Highlines. Looking for a particular type of vehicle? Collierville Auto Center offers a locator service with 72-hour turnaround service. With over 30 years in the automotive industry, Scott Martin would be happy to show you how their affordable pricing and guaranteed financing can work for you. Come see Scott and his professional staff of Terry, Branson, Q for your car needs. Conveniently located at 651 West Poplar Avenue, Collierville Auto Center is situated where Highway 72 meets Poplar and Collierville. Please look them up on the web at ColliervilleAutoCenter.com. Call at 901-853-0240 or simply come and see them for an outstanding car buying experience. At Collierville Auto Center, they're here for you.
DQuil Pure Z's all-night bilayer tablets help you fall asleep naturally and regulate your sleep cycle so that you can take on your tomorrow. Designed with extended-release melatonin, which slowly releases up to 6 hours to help you fall asleep and stay asleep longer through the night. ZQuil Pure Z's botanical blend is made with lavender, chamomile, valerian root, and lemon balm botanicals, which have been used for centuries. ZQuil Pure Z's all-night. Simple tablets with simple ingredients that are 100% drug-free and non-habit forming.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
Chris Price here for Brian Elder Roofing. The storms we've had over the past several months have been devastating to our communities. The rainy season is ahead. You may have not even noticed the dripping in your attic, water stains throughout your home, or even worse, mold and mildew. Please call Brian Elder Roofing and we will send out our project managers to assess any damage. We will not try to sell you a roof if all you need is a repair. We will measure your roof from outer space. 0% for 60 months, even no payments till 2022 are available with approved credit. If you've noticed missing shingles, water stains, leaks in your roof, call us before you call your insurance company at 867-0303. That's 867-0303, and we will provide a free, thorough inspection of your roof's condition.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Of course we can help you find some new headlights. Here's a tip. Make sure to replace them in pairs so you'll have even lighting over time. Right now you can get a $10 AutoZone gift card by mail or email when you buy a Sylvania HID bulb. And with our free next day delivery and free same day store pickup, you can get it fast. Getting the job done just got easier. Free next day delivery on eligible orders. Restrictions at AutoZone.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
I hired Nuptial Num Nums to cater my wedding, and it was a disaster. Everyone was raving about the food instead of my dress.
No matter how hard you work for your small business, online reviewers will find something to complain about.
They're like, oh, Veronica, the lamb chops. Did the lamb chops fly you out to Cancun?
And while Progressive can't save you from these trolls, we can help you save money on commercial, auto, and business insurance.
I will not be hiring them for my next wedding.
Get a quote online today at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliated and third-party insurers.
36-month leases, $31.49 due at signing, 0 security deposit, excludes ACQ fee, $10,000 per year, 20 cents excess mileage, $6.50 acquisition fee, Forte ME 275,992, MSRP 20,510, Soul L706 3372, MSRP 21,885, K5 MG 003,199, MSRP 25,725, K900 MSRP 65,610, L60 26,907, L60 21,220, includes all rebates and incentives, PF 695, excludes tax final license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 11/1/2020. Dealer stock only. Warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See Kia.com or retailer for details.
Where can you find best mass market branded initial quality 5 years running for Kia with J.D. Powers? We Gossett and Gossett Kia on Mount Moriah. Take your pick: 2021 Kia Forte or 2020 Kia Soul. $149 a month lease, 36 months. 2021 Kia K5 beats Toyota Camry with more passenger cargo headroom and legroom volume, plus a 10-year 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. $189 a month lease for 36 months, all just $31.49 due at signing. Plus 2020 K900, $10,000 off MSRP. So come get happy at Gossett Kia, 2680 Mount Moriah or KiaMountMoriah.com.
If you want it, we Gossett and Gossett Motor Cars.
Hi, this is Rob Brown. Join us every Saturday morning on Sports 56 WHBQ from 8 to 10 a.m. and 96.1 FM and the new FM 98.5. We'll be covering the Memphis Tigers, the SEC, college football, college basketball, college baseball. We'll look into recruiting. We'll have guests from around the country with the latest news, the most knowledgeable people out there, the coaches, the players, the people who play the games. Don't forget to join us on the sidelines. Sports 56, 96.1, and the new FM 98.5.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. This hour is brought to you by MemphisFarmers.com. Insurance coverage backed by a local agent and a brand trusted nationwide. We are farmers. MemphisFarmers.com.
Show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. Show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. For if we don't find the next whiskey bar,
I tell you we must die. I tell you we must die. What's up, man? Jim's bringing us back. It's a Friday's Eve or a Thirsty Thursday for some of y'all. We're about to talk a little bit of recruiting. We're going with Adam Salazar to the Players Page. Go to playerpager.com. That's playerpager.com. Check him out. Also follow him on Twitter. Do all those wonderful things. But we're about to bring him in and talk a little bit about what the Player Page is. It's a free app, by the way, to help student athletes kind of market themselves for scholarships, maximize their potential. I can't think of a more perfect app right now for what's happening because of the COVID situation, how many young people out there aren't being able to, their senior year, showcase their talents. So I'm going to bring in my good friend Adam. So if you got a kid who's wants a scholarship, if you're a kid who wants a scholarship, if you're working your tail off, you want to listen to this. Adam, how is life treating you, my friend?
Hey, Johnny. Life is fantastic. Now I'm on the radio with you. I'll tell you that, my friend.
Man, that is a good way to look at it. You're a very positive person, I can tell. But I just have to ask you in all honesty, did you have this already like in the works before COVID? Did COVID help you come up with this idea? When I saw this and I talked with our friend Ross, I was like, dude, I've got so many kids here in this city, Memphis. I mean, we had Lincoln Perry last year, or Lincoln Pear. He's over at Arkansas State. Dude's a little baller. A lot of people weren't paying attention to him to the end of the year. He was out at Houston because he's not the normal size. There's so many good athletes who are right there on the cusp, and if they don't get to showcase their talents, it kind of messes everything up. So I have to ask you, before we get into all of that stuff, is this a idea strictly that came out of the COVID-19, or has this been something that you've been kind of stewing on?
No, not at all. I mean, obviously COVID is a terrible thing, but it has actually worked for us. We've been building this thing for like 3 years, Johnny, and I've been around like the high school football recruiting scene for about 10 years. I used to do a TV show, like a PBS docuseries. Oh, I'm up here in New York on our players in New York, because nobody thinks that we have football players. They think we only play basketball in New York.
Oh, my gosh, that's very true. That's very true, by the way.
Right?
We always talk about if you want basketball, go up north, but if you want football players, come down here to the south.
Well, look, I'm not knocking your Southern football players. I've been down there, very impressive down there. Those guys are another level. But I will represent for my New York kids. We send kids to Notre Dame and Ohio State and Clemson every year, big-time football players. So we're coming up. We're not up to your guys' level. I respect the South, but we're working hard over here on New York City kids. So I knew that our kids here specifically weren't getting recruited, didn't have the ability to market themselves, and wanted to create an app that really helps kids do that for free. I was also sick of these, recruiting services charging a bunch of money and not getting kids recruited. So we're trying to be another alternative. Power to the players is our mission statement. We're just trying to help kids come up and market themselves and be their best selves.
And you know what? I have to say this, and I am not I'm a basketball fan. We have the Grizzlies. But, I'm a first football, 2 baseball, 3. It's like, they're the top 3, but, basketball's number 3. And I can even tell you, I remember, I know that Bernard King. I know that, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Chris Mullen and Dolph and just Lenny Wilkins, just all these dudes from New York who, come out and made it to the, heck, are in the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? Julius Erving, Dr. J. So, like, that's why, like, New York is kind of always thought like that. You're playing, on the main, courts down in New York. But you're telling me y'all got a lot of players coming out of New York going to Clemson, some of these big schools like that. What is the football like up there?
Well, it's certainly grown, and obviously historically, it's a basketball mecca. They say Madison Square Garden, right? So it's a city. City's built for basketball, right? Just a small court and a hoop is all you need. Football's tough with the real estate, but I will tell you what's happened here is the youth programs over the last 10 years or so have really done a much better job of coaching kids up before they get into high school. So kids are in a better position to succeed once they get to high school, right? Now, we obviously have our fair share of kids that, the football players grab them off the basketball team because they see their athleticism, and then they convert them into football players. And those kids often get scholarships. They're too big and heavy, so they put them on the line instead of, playing in the paint.
Yeah.
But, I will say that football has come up in New York City, and I got to be honest, basketball has fallen off a little bit. New York City basketball has fallen off from where it was at its height as far as the high school.
I blame that on James Dolan, period. Just
I'll blame everything on James Dolan.
Yes, I love that. By the way, Adam, do me a huge favor, because I want people out there. This is, we do sports talk 24/7 here. We are right here in the South, right in the tri-state area. You got Arkansas, Mississippi, Tennessee. A lot of great football fertility in here, and a lot of just great athletes around this area. And I want everybody to know, HTTP/ all that stuff. It's playerpager.com.
Pager. Yep,
And
player pager. Think of it like an old school beeper, an old school pager.
I was going to
You're
ask
a
you
coach.
that.
Right. Yeah, that's a little too old for the young kids to get, but we're bringing that term back. It's a player pager. So basically, you can come build your page, playerpager.com. We're on the App Store and Google Play, and you can build your player page. And we are advocating for kids to. Everyone has their highlights, their game film, and I will say we're all sports. We grew from football, but we service all sports. But not only can you put your huddle film up, your highlights, but we also are encouraging kids to film their workout, film your positional drills, film your vertical, your footwork, whatever it is you do well. We want you to prove your moves, as we say, to college coaches, especially right now because it's a dead period in the NCAA recruiting. Coaches aren't allowed to come see kids in person, and that's through January 1. I'm here to tell you they're going to extend that beyond January 1. I'll bet you dollars to donuts.
I think you're unequivocally correct, and I will honestly have to say people in the Northeast and especially on the West Coast, I know it's already very affected. I mean, the South has been affected by COVID very much so, but they have been pushing through. They've had a lot of high school football games, but I mean, you've had some schools that have had cancel 3-4 games in a row due to the coronavirus. They're not getting the same amount of reps. They're not getting the same exposures they normally would. So, I mean, this is amazing for especially if you're not even getting to play. But for those down here, scouts aren't traveling as much. It just doesn't even seem like even the crews that are filming, it's almost like they're student crews now filming the games instead of the TV crews and everything. So the tape isn't even as good. And I can't imagine being a coach trying to recruit somebody next year if you don't have like 30 high school coaches that you're just so tight with and they know exactly what you're looking for. You might be messed up, but if you have the player pager, you can go through and look through exactly what you're looking for. I need some big linemen. I need some speed. I need this or that. And I kind of think this. Do you think this will, like, in your, like, is this your goal to have all these young kids get on it and eventually this becomes a tool for college coaches and, just basically anybody who's recruiting young men across the country?
No doubt about it. I mean, we know our plan is to grow into a national database of high school athletes that is, the go-to, like a LinkedIn for student athletes, the go-to place to find information on a player. And really what we're all about, because we say power to the players, we want to help kids build their personal brand. And, LeBron really put that front and center. So, I think kids are familiar with that. But, we want kids to be hyper aware of how they conduct themselves on social media, how they portray themselves, because that's can be the determining factor.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that.
If you're not going to get a scholarship, a coach will check your social. If you're putting dumb stuff on social, they will, either not offer you or pull an offer from you. It happens every year. So, we're trying to coach kids up to maximize their potential, and we work on their mental game also. We're all free. We have a daily affirmation, a little positivity to start your day, a short video where we're coaching kids up on how to think about things and just how to stay positive and focus in this journey, because it's not easy being a high school student athlete. You're getting pulled in a lot of directions. You got a lot of responsibilities. We understand that. We came from high school athletes, and we have professional athletes that are partnering with us, that are giving back and mentoring. So we're just trying to be a place that helps support kids in all aspects of the student-athlete life.
And I also want to let everybody know how easy it is. Again, you can go to playerpager.com and get the app. Or if you just got your phone, just go to the App Store, put in Player Pager, bing, bang, boom. It pops up. It's free. It's right there. It's so easy. You put your name, your phone number, your birth date, your email address, sign up. It's going to ask you if you're a player or a coach or a scout. Bing, bang, boom. You hit one of them. Next thing you know, you're in like Flynn. It's easy. You can upload your images. I mean, you have literally thought of everything on this bad boy. I mean, this is like better than the Facebook thing when it first came out, but this is just straight up for ball players.
Right. It's straight up for ball players. We like to say no nonsense, no booty pics,
nothing,
no fight videos,
just
no nonsense.
Football,
We're strictly
basketball.
sport.
By the way,
Yep.
this is the other thing I didn't know. I thought it was all, I'm going to be honest with you, I thought it was just a football-related thing. You got football, baseball, basketball, hockey. You got any damn gum sport you want to talk about, anything that you do out here. If you're a athlete, you do track, come on here. He's got something for you.
That's right. We grew out of football. That's kind of our bread and butter. The passion is unbridled behind high school football. Obviously, everyone loves their sport, but it's important to us to serve all athletes, especially multi-sport athletes. We love a kid who plays two sports and can put film up of themselves working out and game highlights of two sports, because college coaches love two-sport athletes. They love
like athletes,
versatility.
yes. They love versatility. Yep. Oh, it's so
They
crazy.
love
If you look at, the NBA game, I mean, now you got the big guys even shooting and dribbling and all everything. You
That's
look
right.
at, the NFL. Did you ever think we were going to see 6'4" wide receivers running down the field, or, former
Unbelievable.
basketball players playing tight end that played tight end in college, going out there and doing what Antonio Gates did in his career, or Tony Gonzalez, like all, man, it's crazy. So yeah, you just have to get an opportunity. But the problem is that sometimes you aren't seen. You don't get that opportunity. You have somehow remedied this, and I love it. I love your mission statement. It's to power the player, which means they're there to help the kids advocate for themselves, strengthen their mental game, and build their personal brands. Wow, that mission statement really popped for me. I can't think of a young person playing ball right now that wouldn't be interested in this, and I also can't think of a coach around the country that wouldn't be down with this.
Yeah, we're trying to help our high school coaches and AAU and youth coaches. We're trying to help them by let those guys focus on the X's and O's, and we're going to try to help kids like strengthen their mental game and just think about things and take life a little bit easier, because we were all teenagers, man. Life is
we
tough
were.
when you're a teenager. It's hard to process everything that's coming at you. Things seem like more important than they are, and bigger and more impactful than they really should be in your life. We're just trying to keep kids focused, narrowly focused, and steady progression day after day, because trust the process. If you trust the process, everything will be okay. But, in addition to that, we're trying to help kids promote themselves too. And, some kids, not everyone's going to go to college, but you can come on and have fun, have your permanent high school resume where you have all your highlights and show your athletic moves, forever.
Heck, 10 years down the road, you'll be like, hey, that's what I was going to say. Hey, sweetie, you don't think I was a baller? I might be fat right now, but look at that.
That's right. So, look, the current kid can build a recruiting resume, and then he or she can share it onto Twitter. There's a shareable link, and text it to a coach, email it to a coach. So we're making you can come on and build it on the platform, but you can share it off the app. And that's our brand new feature that we just really rolled out last week that we're very excited about. Because now, so when a kid comes on, they can build on their player page, they can build a recruiting resume. From there, they can share their page. They get a link that you can share it onto Twitter, you can share it onto Facebook, you can text it or email it to a college coach or anyone that you want to see exactly what you can do. So we're coaching kids up to tailor their pages, their recruiting resumes, to show the strength of their athleticism and exactly what they want college coaches to see. Because if a college coach can't get to see you in person during the dead period, send your film to them. And college coaches love a kid who is advocating for themselves, who's not waiting for mommy or daddy.
That's a kid
to reach
fighting.
out to them.
Yeah, that's a kid that's a fighter.
That's right.
That's right.
That's a kid that's a leader, and that's a kid that a college coach wants in their program. So we're, not everyone knows this. So we're trying to coach kids up and, teach them how to just stand on their own 2 feet, right?
Adam, I got to tell you, I've been sitting here playing with the Players app, the Player Pager app, right? While I've been talking with you, the player card, that is something like the fact that you can also do that. I love that. Where'd you come up with? I mean, who in the heck who designed this? Are you the one who came up with this?
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, so exactly on our platform, your profile picture is like a player card, it's like a baseball card or a trading card. Yes. So I just always loved trading cards, and I'm an older guy. They were super cool when I was a kid. It's funny because they're making a comeback now. This is another thing since we started the platform, like trading cards are coming back again. And I just thought it's a cool kind of nice touch. Now, this is just our first kind of generation of cards we have there. We're going to start doing some retro cards and some more modern cards. You're going to be able soon to switch it up to your school colors and customize it. But as kids come on, and because we're talking to you guys in the Memphis market, kids that start joining with the Memphis-based schools or Tennessee schools, we will start adding your school logo onto the app, and then your logo is going to pop up on your card as well. So we have to go hand-to-hand combat on that. You can't get every high school logo in the nation, but because
you're making some headway, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and we love Memphis. If Tennessee kids are coming on, I promise you, within 24 hours, we'll have your high school logo on your player card as well. Just trying to keep things fun and lighthearted, while we're hopefully making kids better.
And by the way, there's something else I didn't think about it. So, like, you're a coach. You have the dead periods. You're not allowed to go and call somebody or see them. This is another way that a coach can actually already start looking for somebody and get people an idea that he wants to get in contact with. You reach out to these coaches. You send them your information. Man, they're going to be looking at you during those dead times because coaches, that's all they do is eat, breathe, and drink whatever sports they're doing. So I just have to say, Adam, you knocked this out of the ballpark. Player Pager, get it on the app. Player Pager. If you've got a young man playing in the green and gold or for Doolin's Dodgers, if you got them in AAU, if they're going to be playing high school football, please get the Player Pager app. Help your child out. Help your child help himself. They're not just there to work their body, try to get them in front of them. It's also there to help build their brands, get their mental game strong. And again, you said it best. When you're young, everything. I think the world ended for me like 75 times before I was 16. So. Like that, I know what that means, and I know how that feels. But young people out there, parents out there, get the Player Pager. Coaches, get the Player Pager app. It is seriously one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Adam, I can't thank you enough.
Johnny, it's been a pleasure, man.
Hey, man, have a blessed one, and keep kicking tail. And I will definitely be talking about this for a long while.
Thanks, Johnny. Talk to you soon, brother.
That's my friend Adam Salazar. He's up in New York, and let me tell you something. The Player Pager, I thought it was definitely something created out of the COVID. Like, you can tell he's been doing this for a long time, at least had this idea. It's probably why it's kind of exploding. You go to that app. Again, I love you upload your picture, and it's like you got your card. It's got your stats. You can put your highlight films. You can put your workouts on there. You can seriously SMS straight to a, text message if you got a coach, or an email to a coach, or a Twitter, or their, web page. You can do anything. It's also got some great tutorials. Player Pager, straight up balling. They're going to strengthen the mental game of your kids. They're going to build their personal brands and hopefully help them get an opportunity to get that scholarship they so want, and possibly a lot of them deserve. Just not everybody gets seen. So whatever you do, check it out and don't touch that dial. We're coming back. This is Sports Fit 98.5. Never forget MemphisFarmers.com. My good friend Chad Gatlin, 96.1 FM.
Listen online anywhere, anytime at sports56whbq.com.
Get your gun, Nelly, and saddle up Penelope. It's Western Trading Days at Sunrise Buick GMC. Old-time trading prices on over 800 new Buicks and GMCs, and the Sunrise Used Car Corral has over 150 in stock. Sunrise has rustled up a good-looking herd of cars and trucks under $99.95. Ranch managers have been told to cut prices to the bone. If you're a good person with bad credit, SunriseMemphis.com will help put your brand on one of these little fillies. Come on in and save some money during Western Trading Days at Sunrise. Covington Pike, Wolf Chase, and Collierville. Cars cost less at Sunrise, partner.
It's back, the Carhartt Crazy Sale at Frontier Western Store in Olive Branch. Visit Frontier this month for huge markdowns on clearance Carhartt items. The latest fall line just launched, and Frontier is fully stocked. We've got jeans, shirts, bib overalls, jackets, coats, gloves, belts, boots, and more. And to make room for the new items, we've discounted a number of short sleeve plaids and t-shirts. Save up to 50%. All Carhartt jeans are now $5 off. This is the last jean sale of the year, so stock up now for yourself or someone else for the upcoming holidays. Christmas will be here before you know it, so you might as well save some cash now on what you know you'll need. All this month, we are including a buy one, get one half price sale on all novelty t-shirts by Simply Southern, Girly Girl, Live Oak, and more. It's the Carhartt Crazy Sale and more. Frontier Western Store, 5880 Goodman Road in Olive Branch. On the web at frontierwesternstore.com. Family owned and operated since 1967.
What's up, Memphis? This is former Memphis kicker Steven Gostkowski. I know you've heard of Platinum Jewelers by now. You've heard from former Grizzly Mike Miller and my man D'Angelo Williams tell you about them. Now take it from me, a two-time Super Bowl champ. Platinum Jewelers is the best in the business. When it's time for jewelry, make sure you give Platinum Jewelers a look before you buy.
Platinum Jewelers has a brand new location in Germantown at 9387 Poplar Avenue. Visit them or at 545 Perkins Extended in East Memphis or online at platinumjewelers.com.
Shopping should be fun, but that's tough when you're worried about credit. At Aaron's, we make it quick and easy. Before you go, head to apply.aarons.com to discover your leasing power. You'll immediately know how much you're approved to lease to own. Just apply from your phone or computer, then visit your local Aaron's to shop top brands like Samsung and GE with the confidence of knowing you're already approved. Aaron's, easy, beautiful, affordable. Approval is valid only at assigned store location. Not all stores participating. Approval is not guaranteed. Some restrictions apply.
Graham here from Westwood One with a Thursday Night Football preview. Ian Eagle and Ross Tucker are in Philadelphia to call the action when Carson Wentz and the Eagles take on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants. Last week marked the first win of the season for the Giants and the first ever as head coach for Joe Judge.
We talked about it on the front end. There's things we had to do and play our style of ball. Sometimes you got to make it a little grimy, but that's the way we got to play sometimes. But I'm proud of the way they played, and I'm proud of the guys that they get to see some tangible results for their work. They've been working hard. I already knew they were a resilient group. I knew they were a tough group, a mentally tough group. I'm just proud they were able to get the win and that their work was rewarded.
Join us for an NFC East battle between the Eagles and the Giants coming up on Thursday Night Football.
Remember to listen to Westwood One's coverage of the NFL all season long. Right here on Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Picking up an online order? No problem. It'll just be a moment. We've got more convenient ways to shop besides our same-day store pickup. You can also shop from your car with our free curbside pickup. Or you can even shop completely from home with our free next-day delivery. Just order by 10 p.m. on AutoZone.com. Getting the job done just got easier. Free next-day delivery on eligible orders. Restrictions at AutoZone.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
For the ones working tirelessly to keep their coworkers safe. For the ones rising to new challenges. For the ones rebuilding stronger than before. Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. Free access to product specialists, safety recovery guides, and 24/7 support. It's part of our commitment to help you adapt and recover in these challenging times. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You get to choose at Gossett Kia on the Pike. Right now, take your pick from 2021 Kia Forte or 2020 Kia Soul. $149 a month lease, 36 months. Plus the all-new 2021 Kia K5 with more passenger cargo headroom and legroom volume than Toyota Camry. Plus a warranty that blows Toyota away with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Now $189 a month lease, 36 months. And get 2020 K900, $10,000 off MSRP. So get your Kia on at Gossett Kia 1900 Covington Pike or shop 24/7 KiaCovingtonPike.com. Ask for Bobby J and he'll put you in a new Kia today.
Leases $31.49 due at signing. 0 security deposit excludes ACQ fee $10,000 per year. 20 cents excess mileage. $6.50 acquisition fee. Forte ME $275,992 MSRP $20,510. Soul L706 $3372 MSRP $21,885. K5 MG 003,199 MSRP $25,725. K900 MSRP $65,610. L60 $26,907. L60 $21,220. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695 excludes tax filing license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 11/1/2020. Dealer stock only. Warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See Kia.com or retailer for details.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio.
Kick it over here.
This hour is brought to you by MemphisFarmers.com. Insurance coverage backed by a local agent and a brand trusted nationwide. We are farmers. MemphisFarmers.com.
Thick and thin, I'm your pusher man. I'm your pusher man.
Yo, yo, yo! Welcome into a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your good buddy, Johnny Radio. I got Gabe Kuhn in the hizzy, and we're going to chill out and relax because we're about to go to Hardwood at 2 o'clock. Then we got my man Isaac Simpson at 2:30. And then I'm going to close this Jun out with a little Giants and Eagles pick. Or I could, maybe I'll give you a little Arkansas State action, a little college football as well. I still don't know who I like in that one, so it's a maybe. I do know who I like in the Giants and Eagles games, though. I do like the kissing of a sister and a tie. No, I'm just kidding. Also, coming up next, though, because this is very important. Not at 2:30 is Hardwood. Right on the other side of this break, we're going to Hardwood. I got a Boris Becker story. Pretty interesting. I don't think I've ever talked about Boris Becker on here. Dana Stubblefield. Sorry, Dana. I think you're going to be like that dude Tory Lane here soon who shot Meg the Stallion. By the way, if you don't know who that is, I didn't either until I watched TMZ. Check it out on, what's that dude, Harvey? He's pretty funny, but I will tell you, we coming back with one of my favorite segments that we do every day, and that is Hardwood, where I take the funniest stories from the sports world and I drop them in your lap and hopefully make you laugh. Don't forget Tiger Talk at 2:30. Any Tiger fan, make sure you stay locked and loaded. 2:30, Isaac Simpson. But coming up next, we're going to the wood. We're going to just drop everything from Shaquille O'Neal, Paul George, Ty Lue's got a job. What the bleep's going on with Des Bryant? There was a John Cena sighting, but now I got to bounce because Gabe is going to punch me if I don't. I'll see you in 2 shakes. This is Sports 56. Never forget Chad Gallen and MemphisFarmers.com. That's MemphisFarmers.com, 98.5, 96.1 FM.
There's someone in my head, but it's not me. And if the cloud bursts,
Jeep Adventure Days and Ram Power Days are rocking at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat on Covington Pike. And guess who's got #1 ranked brand in initial quality and driver appeal among mass market brands? We Gossett! 2020 Jeep Cherokee Latitude IIHS top safety pick. $21,560 or $275 a month. Or get muscle with 2020 Dodge Challenger XST with best in-class cargo volume. $24,348 or $314 a month. Plus get Ram Tough in a 2020 Ram 1500 Classic Crew Cab 4x2. We Gossett at $388 a month. Drive past the rest. Come to the best. Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat 1901 Covington Pike. Online, GossettMotorCars.net.
if you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
Ranked by J.D. Powers IQS and Appeal Studies, all 75 months at 4.11 APR, 3,500 down, must finance through Chrysler Cherokee, LD 643160, MSRP 28,190, Challenger LHS 214,740, MSRP 31,180, Ram LG 293,29, MSRP 37,855, includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695 excludes tax filing and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 11/1/2020 with approved credit. Dealer stock only.
Looking for some action on your favorite games? Action247.com is at your service. Action 24/7 free-to-play games are brought to you by Tennesseans for Tennesseans. Come play with us online at Action247.com. Our free-to-play games are fun and easy. Go to Action247.com and click Let's Play. And best of all, you can win cash prizes. That's right, cash prizes. Free to play online at Action247.com. You got action.
Hey everybody, I'm out here at Olive Branch looking at all these new Silverados at All Star Chevrolet, and guess what? It's Trucktober, and nobody has more new Silverado trucks than right here at All Star Chevrolet, and I'm seeing them right now. Look at this. You can get the Trucktober thousands in cash off price, up to $5,000 in cash back. Holidays are coming. In fact, they're already here. All Star Chevy has all these new 2020 Chevy SUVs and trucks with cash back deals in the thousands. New 3-row Traverse, new Equinox, Impala, or Malibu, all come with thousands in Chevy cash back for you. Remember, it's not Mount Moriah, not Covington Pike, not Collierville or South Haven. It's got to be Olive Branch, people. And the certified pre-owned lot is full. Impalas, Malibus, Tahoes, and Suburbans. And everyone at All-Star Chevy has one job, just one job, to make sure you have more fun, get the best deal, and in record time. So find new roads to All-Star Chevy on Kraft Goodman Road or online at allstarautogroup.com. Beat any dealer's ad price any day at All-Star Chevrolet. Best financing for everyone.
Great news, sports fans. The Butcher Shop Steakhouse is now open for dine-in service. Make a reservation and enjoy a mouth-watering steak dinner. Or, if you prefer, take it curbside. In addition to their fantastic steaks, the Butcher Shop Steakhouse has a variety of entrees, including Canadian lobster tail, crab stuffed shrimp, pan-seared red snapper, and fresh ground steak burger with portobello mushroom sauce. Planning to cook out? The Butcher Shop Steakhouse offers a great selection of fresh Angus beef, hand-cut steaks and burgers, lamb chops, Atlantic salmon, and more. Make your reservation for dine-in or pre-order for curbside pickup. The Butcher Shop Steakhouse, dine-in, curbside, and delivery. Plus, enjoy the sizzle of top-quality Butcher Shop steaks on your own grill. Call us at 757-4244 and visit our website, thebutchershop.com, for menus and more. The Butcher Shop Steakhouse, Walnut Grove and Germantown Parkway.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
Chris Price here for Brian Elder Roofing. The storms we've had over the past several months have been devastating to our communities. The rainy season is ahead. You may have not even noticed the dripping in your attic, water stains throughout your home, or even worse, mold and mildew. Please call Brian Elder Roofing and we will send out our project managers to assess any damage. We will not try to sell you a roof if all you need is a repair. We will measure your roof from outer space. 0% for 60 months, even no payments till 2022 are available with approved credit. If you've noticed missing shingles, water stains, leaks in your roof, call us before you call your insurance company at 867-0303. That's 867-0303, and we will provide a free, thorough inspection of your roof's condition.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
You get to choose that Gossett Kia on the Pike. Right now, take your pick from 2021 Kia Forte or 2020 Kia Soul. $149 a month lease, 36 months. Plus the all-new 2021 Kia K5 with more passenger cargo headroom and legroom volume than Toyota Camry. Plus a warranty that blows Toyota away with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Now $189 a month lease, 36 months. And get 2020 K900, $10,000 off MSRP. So get your Kia on at Gossett Kia 1900 Covington Pike or shop 24/7 KiaCovingtonPike.com. Ask for Bobby J and he'll put you in a new Kia today.
Leases $31.49 due at signing. 0 security deposit excludes ACQ fee $10,000 per year. 20 cents excess mileage. $6.50 acquisition fee. Forte ME $275 $992. MSRP $20,510. Sold L706 $3372. MSRP $21,885. K5 MG 003 MSRP $25,725. K900 MSRP $65,610. L60 $26,907. L60 $21,220. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF $695 excludes tax title and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 11/1/2020. Dealer stock only. Warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See Kia.com or retailer for details.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis, W253DF Memphis, WPGFLP Memphis, and WIVG Tunica Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
Now back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. Here we go. On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM.
Yo, it's time for Hour 2 of Sports 56 Happy Hour. It is your good buddy Johnny Radio, my good buddy Gabe Coons in the house chilling like a villain at G_Coon71. Y'all know to find me at Johnny_Radio. And don't forget, while we're here chilling in the Family Leisure Studios, family and fun comes together at Family Leisure, 2120 Whitten Road, just north of I-40. They got their world's biggest spa sale going on. Hey, don't forget, Christmas and stuff is around the corner, yo. Go get those presents now. I actually got Uggs like 50% off because I bought them like a month ago. I can't believe I did it either. I was really bored during coronavirus looking for my kids' Christmas presents already.
Oh, you didn't buy Uggs for yourself. That's what I was assuming.
Oh, no.
You know I have a pair of Uggs. I'm like Tom Brady.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Dude,
I
I'm so
fair.
glad I didn't make fun of the Uggs just now because I was about to go there and I didn't know.
You know
had a
Tom
pair.
Brady's a big Uggs guy.
Trust me,
Yeah.
I know.
So you want me to wear them tomorrow just to show you?
Please,
They're
I
comfortable,
gotta see
man.
them.
They
Are
are
they really?
wildly comfortable.
Man,
They're
I got,
house shoes.
I
though.
got tennis shoes on. I've always
I'll
just
be
had
honest.
tennis shoes.
They are hardcore house shoes.
Are they hardcore house shoes?
Yeah. Oh God.
Like, but
yeah.
why do
You-
people wear them out?
Do you see a lot of people wear them out? Because I don't. I mean, maybe women.
Maybe it's
I
because
see women wear
I
them.
see women all the time,
But men,
downtown,
I don't see a lot of men wear
I
them.
say downtown. There's a couple guys I could actually say right now. They love their Uggs.
They're a little puffy, dude.
Yeah,
they're a little goofy looking.
They look goofy, especially with jeans. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Like
I've-
when your jeans don't go over your puffiness, that's
Yeah.
kind of not cool.
Yeah. and also I have a problem with like the high top ones. I have the little low top ones.
Oh, okay. Well, that one's
Right?
okay because
So like the real high top ones.
That's
are,
when I didn't know. Like that's when I was looking at the thing.
They
I
look
didn't
like
even know they had the low cut. till
They
I got
look
to another
unisex.
page.
It's like the women
Yeah.
and the men could wear the same exact Ugg at
Ugh.
that point.
By the way,
But
don't ever get your child fake Uggs because they know.
mine actually have laces, so I can lace them up and tie them.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
By the way, did you know there's fake Uggs?
Yeah, Fugs.
But did you know that your kids would recognize that they weren't fake Uggs?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, I did it
I don't
2
have
years
kids.
ago. Oh, I did it 2 years ago, and I don't ever give. If you have daughters, don't give them.
How
generic.
mad? How mad was she?
Dude, that was the worst Christmas I've ever had, man. I was the biggest loser on planet Earth, but man, I made up for it by January 1. But I do actually remember I never had Converse. I had fake Converse on when I was young. So parents,
Converse don't even cost
you can
that much,
do it
do
for
they?
boys.
Or did they used to?
I don't think they really did, but man, you could get for like $4 at the
Well,
little store down
they
the
have,
street.
They have like
Used to
the
be like the
Target
Burlington
Target
Coat
shoes look
Factory.
similar to like Nikes at times, like the Target shoes, Target brand shoes.
Dude,
I don't know what the
haven't been-
brand
By the way,
is.
I'm going to go to a Target now because I'm glad you mentioned this. Right before I get to Hardwood, because we're about to have so much fun. We got Dana Stubblefield. We got football stories galore. But have you seen how big 420 Dogface is blown up?
Yeah, he's on a commercial now.
He's on not just 420 Dogface on Twitter.
Hey, I hope he gets paid his due, man.
Dude,
because
he's going
this
to.
guy,
He got a new car. He's got a new house. He's got he just did with Fleetwood Mac and all those people on TikTok a deadgum Target ad for all the Christmas holidays. If you're telling me a Target ad doesn't make money, then I guess Flo's poor. And I heard Flo got some money.
yeah.
Yeah. I think Dogface, 420 Dogface.
But I have to be completely honest. Like, I think that like Fleetwood Mac, I wonder how much money they've made by getting back into the top 100. Right?
They got back in-
so
yeah.
like, should they compensate him?
Nah. It's their song.
Or is he like
he was kind of
he's benefiting off of their song?
off of their song, but also I never thought I would say this because I didn't know you could do this for a living, dude. He's just vibing, bro. Like when you put on your resume, all you do is write vibing, bro. Here
Have
go.
you seen his other videos, by the way?
Well, yeah, they're not as good, but he
they're
does that-
they're funny because
No,
he
no.
like dances, and
Yes,
it's like
I
it's
was
real
gonna say,
goofy.
the ones with his daughters and stuff are kind of cute, and the Christmas one, some of them are really good. Some of them you can tell are like, I got to put one up today, so I'm just going to do this.
He put one up there the other day, and it's like obviously he's not like twerking, but it's like a twerk song, and he's like dancing to it.
Oh, that would be weird.
It was weird.
Did you hear about the
I was very
the
uncomfortable.
army colonel who got in trouble for twerking?
No.
Yeah, she actually got in trouble. She
No, I
she
didn't.
she was a like a big time, not a colonel.
You ever heard of OnlyFans?
What are OnlyFans?
So OnlyFans is like I'm definitely educating you right now. It's like women can start an OnlyFans, or men can start an OnlyFans account, and you get paid, and it's like pornography, more or less.
Wait, really?
Yes.
I can start one?
Yes.
And people will pay
And people
me?
could pay for it. I mean, I'm not saying they'll pay for
What are
it.
you talking
but
about?
like-
Who wouldn't pay for this, man?
but you could do that. There was a teacher, I believe, in the Northeast who had one.
And her
this is
student got
funny.
it?
This is the funny part. The principal found out that she had one, and my question was, she got fired. Is the long story short. But my question was like, how did the president find her OnlyFans?
Principal
man? Like,
was on Only. And what's it called? Only? Just Only?
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. Is this something I can Google at work?
No, don't
Oh, never
Google
mind.
it at work.
No. Okay, that's NSFW.
Yes.
Okay.
Not safe for work.
By the way, do you know what I used to think that was? nude single females white. CJ asked me one day what that meant, and I was like, nude single female white. He's like, you're close. Not suitable for work.
You're close. You're close. He did not say that.
Yes, he did. He said, you're close.
That's a CJ thing.
That was so funny, CJ. I haven't missed you in a while, but I talked to you in a bit. But anyway, it's time for me to go to my favorite place in the world. Everybody, let's get ready. Do the dance. Strike the band. We're going to Hardwood.
This is Access Hardwood.
My. You know, there's so many places that I could start, but I want to get this out of the way because this is the only downer story of the day in all actuality. And then the rest I can just chill, and we're going to laugh our tail off. But I have to bring up Penn State Pat Chambers.
I was going to bring that up as well, man. He's gone. He's done.
Yeah, he's done.
Fired.
Man. He's done. And I will honestly say this, though. I see both sides. I understand ignorance because I was ignorant at once until certain people educated me. I've made some seriously stupid comments in my life. Luckily, it wasn't at work, and it was when I was younger. And luckily, I was around enough good people to say, hey, that's probably not a good thing to say. I actually remember one time on the mound, a pitching coach walking up to me, and if you don't know why Pat Chambers lost his job, it's because he told his player, Mr. Bolton, that I want to be a stress reliever for you. You can talk to me about anything. I need you to get some of this pressure off of you. I want you to loosen the noose that's around your neck. Everybody in the South understands what a noose is. Everybody in the South understands what a noose is. I'm not sure, though, everybody actually does. I've had a few friends in my years move down here. I had a friend move down here from, like, where the heck is Yale at college? He lived right by Yale. Is that in, like, Pennsylvania or something? It's pretty north. I think it's somewhere over there. Anyway, he was close to Yale, like 45 minutes outside of the college town of wherever Yale is. They came down here. His dad, the way he talked, like, half the time I couldn't understand him. And then some of the things that he would say, you would be like, whoa, I don't know if you can say that down here. And he's like, what? Like, what, you know, dude, I'm like, I think that's racist, you know? And they'd be like, what's racist about this? Or that? I'm like, okay, if you know, I'm not going to sit there and explain that. But if you don't get it, I kind of feel bad for you. But in 2020, Pat Chambers has been there so long. You would think, I mean, I understand the metaphor. Hey, I want to be a stress reliever. I want to loosen this pressure that you have on your shoulders and around your neck. I have literally had a guy walk to the mound. I'm not going to say his name, but he walked up to me and he says, dude, are you trying to hang yourself out here? I walked 3 dudes in a row, couldn't find the strike zone to save my life. I was pressing. He said, take a deep breath, loosen that noose around your neck, and just go out there and do what you can do. I didn't think about that until I saw this story yesterday. But that, could you imagine if I was an African American and I took offense to that? I don't think I would have gotten back in the game and started throwing strikes because I would have been thinking about something different. Did I understand his analogy? Absolutely. But do I also understand where Mr. Bolton and his family's coming from? Absolutely. I just feel like this is the point in our society where we realistically gotta stop beating around the bush. Young people need to know what they can and cannot say. And obviously, the older generation on Twitter and Facebook, and if you've seen some of the stuff that I've seen come out of some old people's things, like their pie holes, you're like, yo, that's the most racist thing I've ever heard. You can't say that. What? Like, dude. So, like, I almost feel like we have to have a reawakening, and because for so long it feels like it just nobody talked about it. You don't talk about things like this, or if things offend somebody, or if they're racist, or if this is a bad connotation. And I almost feel like, you know what? We're all people. We're all here. It's 2020. We got phones that can, dial up anybody in the world. We all got to get along. We all got to figure out what we can and cannot say.
And then, of course, there's more to it.
There is more to it.
So, like Pat Chambers, just that is not the reason he has been fired. There was another investigation that came out after, and the new allegations.
Did you find out the new allegation? Because I looked everywhere.
It said new allegations surfaced shortly after the article came out with Rasir Bolton. And Rasir Bolton also said, due to other interactions he had with Coach Chambers, he knew it was not a slip of the tongue, which...
See, I got his father's one right here. It says it's just incredibly difficult for me and my family to believe that it was a slip. So, and again, I don't know Pat Chambers, but the reason I can sit here and say to all of y'all unequivocally we need to redo this is because if I was a coach, I don't know if I would use poor wording like that one day. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to offend anybody. I don't have...
I will also say, just don't talk about nooses. Just don't bring up noose in any connotation.
That's a really good...
I think that's a good
start.
It's an easy way to start there. Just don't bring up nooses.
Yeah, that is a very good start. But there is also other things out there that people do trip up on. And basically what I'm just trying to say is, let's be smart. Let's not screw things up. And again, Pat Chambers, the way he resigned and all the things that he says, the love of Penn State, coaching kids and everything, if that's true, well, I hope you get another opportunity if you really, really love everybody and all you want to do is work your tail off to make these young men better. I hope you get another chance. But learn from your mistakes. Everybody's got to learn from their mistakes. And I will always give somebody a strike. I'll even give them 2. But if you get a third one, brother, you're out. You know what I'm saying? So people, all eyes will be on you, Pat, going forward. Do you have anything before I get crazy?
Real quick, we didn't mention this yesterday. COVID-19 is affecting the Raiders as we thought it would.
The whole offensive line.
Given that they had the off-campus
party
fundraising event with no masks and everything else, but it took a while. But the Raiders' whole O-line has been sent home due to Trent Brown, left tackle, their most high-paid O-lineman, testing positive for COVID-19. So all 5 of their starting linemen have been sent home. I wonder if they'll be able to field a game, but we'll keep our eye on it.
Man, Yannick Ngakoue is already going to be a Raven. Right now, just ran across here. It says Ravens right now looking to make more moves. What the heck are the Ravens doing, man?
I heard they're not getting AB. They will not do that.
Makes sense.
Although Marquise Brown, his cousin, is on the team.
That's what I was.
Lamar Jackson and Antonio Brown are close. They're all from Florida.
I would not want the cousin of Antonio Brown coming over to make the person that's become a great pro kind of just say, hey, cuz, what's up? And start rubbing off on him. You know what I mean? Like, it's through osmosis almost. You know how, like, certain people you hang around, you're more relaxed and more comfortable. Other people, you kind of tighten it up. You know, if I'm around my bosses or not on air, I might talk a little different. Actually, sometimes even better.
I don't think you want AB getting into Marquise's head
at
this point.
No, you do not. And the other thing I got to say, though, that before I jump off this, just congratulations to Bobby Bowden. I'm not going to go Donald Trump on y'all and say that, you know, like, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened to the 90-year-old man. I'm going to more quote Bobby Bowden. He just said he went through the battle of his life with COVID-19, and he said, and God just wasn't ready to take me home yet to be with him. Amen. Thank you. That is basically, to me, that's saying that Bobby was really close. I mean, this is the man who's got 300 wins, 2 national championships. He's the Florida State legend. And without FSU beating North Carolina last week, I mean, heck, people be probably trying to get him out of the hospital right now to come back and coach the team.
Heck, the man's 90, man.
90
like, as
years
soon as
old.
we saw him test positive, we were very, very
scared.
concerned.
I was so
it's
scared.
hard not to be.
Yeah, that one was scary. But now it's time to have a little bit of fun. So, Cristiano Ronaldo, the dude who has like the bronze statue that's like you can't even look at without blushing. You don't know what I'm talking about, the ladies do. Also, the dude who's tested positive for COVID, and he has some charges against him. We'll just say that. Well, now he's going to miss their league championships. Is there any chance that the most popular player in the world, by the way, because this is the United States, no, the world, they say the most popular player in the world is Cristiano Ronaldo. Could he even take a hit after all this bad publicity?
Oh gosh. I mean, here's the thing about him is like,
or is he just too good looking?
But he's escaped like all of the
sex
problems
drugs.
from the rape case in Vegas. It's still resurfacing.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
he's just so rich and powerful at this point based on the money he's got.
Is that what it is?
That he just sort of somehow stays out of the way and doesn't really get held accountable.
Can you see that picture?
I cannot.
Do I need to back it up or bring it in?
Bring it in.
Bringing it in. Can you see it yet?
I can't see it now.
That's that dude. That
Is that a
dude,
Speedo?
He's in a Speedo in his own home, in his pool, in his house.
But
he's wearing a Speedo in his house.
He escapes responsibility for a lot of things.
Just so you know, he posted this just a little bit ago. Like, he's letting you know that even though he's got coronavirus, he still has a ripped six-pack and some chiseled chest or whatever. I mean, what the bleep is that?
It just goes to show you, though, man, if you want to make mistakes and not pay repercussions, be rich.
True that. You know what? That's probably the best advice I could give any kid. If you're a great athlete, go to a player pager. If you're rich, don't even worry about it. Well, okay, now I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. Please, this has just made me laugh. Y'all know who the Philadelphia Flyer is, right?
The Philadelphia
The
Flyer?
mascot, you know, Gritty.
Oh, Gritty. Yeah, no, he's not the Flyer. I was going to say he's Gritty.
I mean, yeah, well.
What is he, though? He's just a mascot. Like, what would you...
I would
is
say
he like
that
an animal
I
or
think,
like...
Okay, here's what I think. Oscar the Grouch had a baby with Elmo and made...
he is orange.
Or it could have been Oscar... Wait. Big Bird, maybe, and Elmo had a baby. And then you get Gritty.
What two colors make
Actually,
orange?
I don't know. I'm colorblind. So is it orange?
Yellow and red make orange, right?
Yellow and red make... You're asking a colorblind person. That's a really good job.
Yellow and red.
Okay, I don't know.
So that would be Big Bird and Elmo. Oh, that's weird.
Ooh,
Let's
Big
stop.
Bird.
Let's
So I
stop.
was close. Big Bird and Elmo. Well, Gritty just showed off that not only is he great, but have you seen this dude crush like the golf ball? Well, no,
I have not. No.
It's hilarious. All right, so Home Slice in his full uniform can outdrive me. Can outdrive all. Like, dude was just. Dude, you got to watch the video. He's hitting the ball all the way to the back.
Bryson DeChambeau was in the mascot. It was just in the suit.
Oh, you think that's what?
That's what it was.
You know, it could have been. Yeah, but I will tell you one. The only thing, and the reason I bring this up, people don't even realize. You know, Grizz, the dudes that are mascots, are they not some of the best athletes you've ever met in your life?
No question.
Bruh.
Backflips,
doing everything, jumping off tables. That's why when I saw Gritty hit that sucker, I said, man, I should have known dude was a baller. Like, you just see that big, stupid thing, like holding a golf club. You're like, there's no way
And
you
they
can even
party,
see
too.
it.
Remember Benny the Bull?
Dude, you got me thinking of Lee Corso now and those daggum ESPN commercials, too. But anyway, I just thought that stuff was kind of funny. And then this is another thing that I think is funny. The Ravens have already signed, because I mentioned this. Yes, Yannick. And guess what? Ngakoue. But they're now going to possibly, like, he's on their practice squad, but they're thinking about getting him in shape and possibly bringing him back, saying this. I don't know if you saw this. The devastating Achilles injury that Dez Bryant suffered in 2017 has just now fully healed. He's finally got his speed back. Okay.
I've seen him run routes.
He wasn't fast before.
I've seen him run routes lately, too. He is slow.
I'm
you. sorry. I don't doubt that he could catch an NFL pass, but let's not act like he's going to be Dez Bryant of old.
Dude,
I'm tired of it.
Was he going to get Jalen Ramsey off the line and just blow by him? Nope.
No, he's not blowing by. He never
Darryl
really could.
Green
When
is
did
retired for like
also,
2 decades, 3 decades maybe. He can probably still run faster than Dez Bryant, and he's like 60.
minus the Achilles injury, when did he ever blow by anyone?
He never did.
He's just never really that fast.
Never was. I will say, though, I always thought, like, man, Michael Crabtree and Dez Bryant and all them, and just, I don't know, man. Go back, shoot. Remember Blackman? How good he was in college, too? And then why? How did they get to the NFL and they never live it? Like, how are they so unbelievable on Saturdays, but it doesn't transfer on a Sunday? But then you'll have somebody like a Julian Edelman or Humphreys, and those guys can go get it done on Sunday. Is it just literally running the route, doing your job, and being where you're supposed to be and catching the daggum football?
Yeah, that sounds like being a wide receiver.
Sure
yes.
does, doesn't it, man? Oh, that's crazy. Now I got to ask you something funny. Do you know who Lenny Dykstra is?
Of course.
Did you know that when he went into bankruptcy, I did not know this. Do you know who bought his 13,000 square foot estate?
I do. Do you want me to answer?
Yes.
Wayne Gretzky.
Yes.
That's who bought it.
He did. By the way, he got it at a very, very chill price because Lenny lost everything. So guess what? He's now putting it up for sale after they've renovated. And with the listed price, he would pocket $13 million. That's like doing real good work after your career is over.
Where's it at again? Did you say that?
Oh, no, I didn't say it. Of course, his mansion is. Does
it say that?
Yeah,
Does it even
Thousands Oaks, California.
Okay, California mansion.
13,300 square foot, and of course, it's just like, oh my gosh, it's so nice. But the funny thing is, to me, is, I mean, this thing is ridiculously nice. I mean, it's so nice. But could you imagine Lenny Dykstra? Like, I guess I can see Wayne Gretzky and his wife and Paulina, and I can even see DJ coming over, walking around all goofy in that house. I can't see Lenny Dykstra living in this joint. Like, I can see him in the joint in jail because I've seen it, but I couldn't see him living in this joint. Like, this is the nicest pad ever. And if y'all don't know the story about Lenny Dykstra, they called him Nails. He played for Philadelphia, and he was a pretty good dead gun ball player. Did a lot of steroids. Got done, and then he said he was a financial wizard and actually convinced people to invest like $600 million, and he was basically running a Ponzi scheme. How in the bleep did Lenny Dykstra convince some of the smartest people in the world that he was hey, let me tell you something, I know how to pick stocks. I did steroids and played second, brother. Let's do this. Like, what the bleep is going on in this world? Would you trust Lenny Dykstra with your money? And I know hindsight is 20/20, but when he was playing, like right now, would you trust me with your money? You know me.
No. Well, it depends. With you, it depends the situation.
Yeah.
No question. So I'm not just going to say a blanket no, but Lenny Dykstra, absolutely
not. If I was picking stocks, if I said, hey, let me.
That's the equivalent of saying, hey, Doc Gooden. Would you trust Doc Gooden with your money? No.
No. Now, if I went out to California and was going to invest in a cannabis company, you might want to invest because I went out and did my research. And I've learned a few things about watching Cheech and Chong over the years in 420 Dogface. But no. You don't go to a baseball player who's not a broker and invest millions of dollars. That's why he's in jail. And in all honesty, can we blame Lenny Dykstra for, like, people believed him? I don't know. That's crazy. Now, last couple things before I say goodbye because I'm running out of time, and then we're going to Isaac Simpson. Did you hear what happened to Dana Stubblefield?
I did not.
Bro, he's gone to jail for 15 years, man. 15.
4?
Dude, you don't know what Big Dana Stubblefield did? Rape. Like, I hate saying that word. I mean, there was so much evidence, by the way. I have to say this. The reason I hate talking about stuff like this because I have daughters. Stuff makes me sick to my stomach. But this is a man in Dana Stubblefield who had everything. Everything. I'm sure that it would not have been so hard to find anybody out there to say yes when you are rich. Why would you attack somebody when they say no? And then the thing that is just hard for me, and I'm not going to get into the details, if you go and read this stuff, hands down, there is no, I mean, it's unequivocal that he's the one who's did it. He's seen on, like, I've never seen so much evidence against somebody. And the one thing I want to ask, why would Dana Stubblefield need to hold a gun against a person's head to do that? He's a monster of a man. And if you saw the woman and the fact that he held a gun to her head, I just want to say, I hope you never, ever get out. 15 years to life, in my opinion, for what he did is just not enough. How in the bleep can some people get like 20 and 30 years for like drugs, but you can rape somebody and almost murder them and only get like 15? That's just, I don't know. Yeah, our stuff is messed up. But Dana Stubblefield, you are sickening. Sickening! But then the last but not least, we want to laugh a little bit. Dude, you know Boris Becker? He had to appear in a London courtroom because the man was hiding his $25 million in career earnings. And he declared bankruptcy in 2017 through an investigation. They found on a, like, you know how like you put it, I guess, in the Caymans or whatever? Like he had to produce everything. He said in 2017 he was bankrupt. There was 25 plus million in his account. Bro, like, you're going to go to jail for that, aren't you? You could have been spending your cheddar, partying like a rock star. You were just trying to save a little taxes. Cheap, cheap, cheap. Boris Becker going to the pokey with Dana Stubblefield. Whatever you do, don't touch that dial. Isaac Simpson's going to join me next. We're talking Tigers. Sports 56, 98.5, 96.1 FM.
Memphis Tiger fans, catch the Blue and Gray Show with John Stacey and Drew Barrett. Sunday nights from 5 till 7. Right here on Sports 56, 98.5, and 96.1.
I want to do some bragging rights. Hey, I was just the other day overhearing a conversation with Big Mike, the manager of DeSoto Auto Sales. They've got people buying cars all over the country. North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Arkansas, Texas. People from all over the country buy cars at DeSoto Auto Sales in Olive Branch, Mississippi. Why? DeSoto Auto Sales has the most stringent car inspection in America. They get it right the first time. Quality and low mileage. Factory warranty on most vehicles. My favorite part is the people who work there. Big Mike. All the employees are professional, friendly, and go that extra mile. Expect as you walk in the door, you're treated like family. DeSoto Auto Sales understands your time matters. We can help you find your dream car and get all the paperwork finished in less than an hour. Come see us at DeSoto Auto Sales and be part of our family. Have a great buying experience every time. 662-890-7184.
Now that the storm has passed, Lowe's is ready to move home forward. Our Pro Team is here for your Pro Team every step of the way. We have the essentials to repair and rebuild, to get homes and neighborhoods back up and running. It's what we do, what we've always done, what we'll continue to do. We also offer job site delivery to save you valuable time. Find what you need in-store or 24/7 at lowesforpros.com. Lowe's, because now more than ever before, home unites us.
Farmers Insurance knows that when you're in the car and that song comes on, yes, that's the one, you have no choice but to pull out your imaginary drumsticks and smash those cymbals and stomp on that kick pedal, which unfortunately is the accelerator pedal. And we covered it. Talk to a farmer's agent who knows a thing or two because they've seen a thing or two.
Call Chad Gatlin at 901-235-1176 or get a fast quote at memphisfarmers.com.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Are you shopping for a new watch, an engagement ring, any kind of jewelry at all? What's up, Memphis? This is Jaren Jackson Jr. from the Grizzlies, encouraging you all to shop where I shop. Platinum Jewelers here in Memphis. Platinum Jewelers has a big selection of earrings, stockable rings, luxury watches, necklaces, bracelets, really whatever you need. They do custom jewelry and have 2 locations in the area. One is 545 Perkins Extended in East Memphis. The other is 9387 Poplar next to Fresh Market in Germantown. So if you need anything jewelry related, go to my spot, Platinum Jewelers.
I almost never go to Central Barbecue without running into somebody I know.
That could be because you only eat at Central Barbecue.
It's because Central Barbecue is where Memphians go to get barbecue and has consistently been voted the most popular barbecue restaurant among locals.
Actually, that's really saying something.
I know. Memphis is the nation's capital of barbecue. With all the choices, people who live here go to Central Barbecue.
They do get their share of tourists.
Sure, because Central Barbecue has been mentioned on TV and in tons of national publications. You know why?
Because of the great food?
Because those TV shows and magazines look for the place where the locals go, and that, my friend, is Central Barbecue.
All 75 months at 2.99, Mirage LHO 10129, G4 LHF 07863, Eclipse LZO 15893, includes all rebates and incentives, PF 695, excludes tax, title, and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 11/1/2020 with approved credit, dealer stock only.
How about a brand new ride that gets 43 mpg highway, seats 5, plus costs less than $4 a day? We Gossett at Gossett Mitsubishi on the Pike. 2020 Mitsubishi Mirage, buy for $11,100 or $99 a month. 2020 G4, 41 mpg highway, $139 a month, or buy for $12,435. And 2020 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross, $19,107 or $229 a month. Plus, confidence today, tomorrow, and long into the future with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Mirage, $99 a month. Mirage G4, $139 a month. And Eclipse Cross, $229 a month. Get to Gossett Mitsubishi today, 1870 Covington Pike, or shop online at memphismitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we Gossett and Gossett Motor Cars.
Now, back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
Kick it over here. Kick it.
On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM. Here's your host, John Harden.
Gold and shackles, ball and chain. Listen to the whistle of the evening train.
Yo, I'm back. Sports 56 Happy Hour, full effect. It is 2:30 on a Thursday, and that always means our good buddy Isaac Simpson's jumping on. We are going to talk a little Tigers. And by the way, man, what else would you want to talk about right now? Because there's no World Series tonight. The Giants and Eagles are playing each other in the NFL. I think I'm going to – oh, man, stomach got – oh, sorry about that. So we're going to bring on the best in the business. That is at Isaac_Simpson. Hey, by the way, but real quick, Isaac, before we get into anything, are you a baseball fan for either one of these teams?
I'm pulling for the Rays. When my White Sox went down, that was kind of my pick to kind of make it through. And they're in the World Series, man. Got the thing tied up tonight. We're 1-1 right now, so go Tampa.
And I don't ever really talk baseball, but how did you become a White Sox fan? And do you like the Cubs at all?
No, actually, I hate the Cubs. I know that doesn't make a lot of people
No, that's
around here
cool,
happy,
man. No. I'm down with it, dude. I always thought that you weren't supposed to like both Chicago teams.
No,
but
no. If you're white, if you're a fan of the other, you pretty much hate the other team. But it's kind of a weird story. I grew up watching WGN used to show the Cubs and the White Sox, and everybody was a Cubs fan. So I decided to be contrarian and go with the White Sox, and that's kind of how it happened. No big story there.
Man, that's pretty cool, man. I was just checking it out. So you've been watching any of the World Series?
Yeah, I have been watching it for sure. Tied it up last night. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a fun series. I think it's gonna be one that goes back and forth. I think we could see this thing go all the way right through to the deciding game.
Have you ever seen a guy with better hair than Dustin May, the big redheaded pitcher that throws 100 miles an hour?
Yeah, he does have great hair. The redhead, man. They call him the red rifle out there.
Man, that was wild. But Lau got him last night. Hit it, went oppo on him. But that was a great game. It's tied up 1-1. We'll talk some more baseball next Thursday.
Oh, for sure.
But tell me something real quick before we get to Mr. Ryan Silverfield. Are you shocked with the Florida State performance and the way everything's gone down for Mike Norvell? Did you expect to see him play like they did this past Saturday, or what you'd seen all previous years? And what do you think is going to happen going forward with Mike Norvell?
I am kind of surprised because he's dealt with a lot of adversity in his short time down in Tallahassee, to say the least. And big win for them over North Carolina and for that program. I think Mike might have that thing turned around. Things weren't looking too good there early, but I think that's a big win, a signature win for him, and I think that could catapult them to having a really solid season and something to build on down there for Florida State and Mike Norvell. So, we saw what he did here. He kind of took that baton from Coach Fuente and kind of ran with it. And I think you got all the resources. You got the money. You're in a talent-rich state. I think we know Mike Norvell can recruit. We know how he does with the media. He's great there. And I think if he has that relationship repaired with his players, because I know we saw all this stuff during the offseason, I think he has a really chance to turn that thing around down there. And, again, that's a big win and a signature win for him in his first season at the helm.
Yeah, I still can't believe Mac Brown in North Carolina was so bad. I actually thought, and the reason I brought this up, I was thinking that Mike Norvell, after because I kind of felt that they were going to win when Memphis was down 21 in the fourth quarter. I wasn't feeling it. What an amazing comeback by Brady White and the bunch, and Ryan Silverfield and Mike McIntyre's defense. Just everybody played so amazing. But I was literally thinking before that Florida State game, I was like, man, I think, Ryan Silverfield's going to finally get that monkey off his back, get it off the programs. 13 straight losses. Norvell never beat Central Florida. Silverfield, try number uno, drops him like a bad hat. I loved it, and I was hoping, actually, it would kind of make Silverfield look at Memphis as, you know what, this is a place I might want to stay. Now, the reason I bring this up is he's having a lot of success. We know Fuente went to Virginia Tech. We know that Norvell's down at Florida State. Is Ryan Silverfield going to be here for longer, like a longer tenure than those two?
I would say yes, because I think if you kind of look at Ryan Silverfield was highly sought after his entire time here as an assistant. He had all kind of opportunities to leave here. I think Memphis is where he wanted to be. He's always said that, and I think he waited this thing out to get this job. And so I don't think he's going to be a guy that's going to run and jump to the next job. I think he wants to be in Memphis. Eventually he's going to leave. That's just what kind of happens in these situations when you're outside the Power Five. That just happens eventually. But I think he's more secure in his job here in Memphis than these other guys were. I just don't think he's going to jump at the first opportunity. I think Ryan Silverfield's going to be around here for a good while at the helm of the program, and I think we're looking forward.
I think you're exactly right, and I think it's a great fit for everything. I think the timing was good for Norvell. I think the timing for Memphis was good. You get Ryan Silverfield, a guy who wants to be here. Your practice facility, the indoor facility is done.
Yeah.
You beat Central Florida this year. You're one of the best teams in the American. You went last year to the Cotton Bowl to play Penn State. It feels like he's just grabbing the bull right by the horns, right when this sucker's about to go, knock some dude off before 8 seconds. Memphis feels like it's primed and, conditioned to go in the right direction. Do you see him taking this to a little bit of even a higher level than Fuente and Norvell had it?
I think that's kind of the tough part of his job right now. I mean, you're coming behind so much success. We talked about what they did to kind of start this thing with we're doing it with 2 and 3 stars, kind of coaching these guys up. Mike Norvell takes the baton, and he's coming in here getting 3, 4-star players on a regular basis, kind of took it to another level.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to look at last year, and they get to the Cotton Bowl. I mean, it's kind of hard to top that.
Yeah, it really is.
When you're outside the Power 5, that's kind of the pinnacle of what you can reach. So I think the expectations are so high here in Memphis. I think if there's any negative to Silverfield and his situation, I think that would be it, that the expectations are so high. And are those expectations realistic year in and year out for you to be the top team in the D5? Because I think that's kind of where we are. So I think they have the resources, like you talk about the IPF it's up now. They're doing well in recruiting still. I think they're at the level to where they can do that, but it's not as easy to kind of go undefeated or be a one-loss team every single year. But, I mean, that's kind of where we are, and I think he has the resources to do it, but the question is, can he do it year in and year out? And I think we're going to find out.
Man, I can't wait. I'm feeling really good about everything, but I got to ask you, 11 a.m. this Saturday, Temple is standing in front of Memphis before the Cincinnati game that I cannot wait for Halloween. The only thing is you can't get to Halloween and have that big game against Cincinnati if you don't beat Temple. Is there anything that you're concerned about this week with Memphis, an early start right here in at Liberty Bowl Memorial Stadium?
I mean, I think outside of you kind of hit the nail on the head. You kind of outside of looking forward to that Cincinnati game, because this would be the classic trap game. I mean, you got a big win against UCF, got the monkey off your back, 13 straight losses. Then you go into a game at home where you're 13.5-point favorite, and you're thinking, looking at that game against Cincinnati next week, and you're saying, oh, well, we can just show up and we can beat these guys. We're 2-touchdown favorites. I think that's kind of the danger, but I think these guys will be ready, especially when the situation they're in. I mean, I think they'll be fired up. You lose DeMonte Coxie, which was your best player.
Right before the game.
I thought was going to be your best player right before the game on Saturday. But these guys really came in and stepped up, and I want to give a shout-out to this wide receiver group. I mean, Calvin Austin III really stepped up, kind of moved into that wide receiver 1 mode for Brady White in that game, and the freshmen, man, Javon Ivory and Todd Washington, just big-time games, 131 yards for Todd Washington, 88 yards for Javon Ivory. I mean, just stepping in. These guys weren't expected to play 6 minutes in that game, and these guys were out there making play after play in clutch situations, which shows that they're ready for that moment, that a moment in a big game is not too big for them. So I think these guys are going to be excited. Javon Ivory actually made the top 10 on SportsCenter. He was talking about that throughout the week and how excited he was about that. But I think these guys are going to be ready to come out and play on Saturday after that big win. And I don't think they're going to overlook Temple at all. I think Robert Silverfield is a guy that keeps the team even keeled. I think these guys are going to be ready to go, take it one game at a time.
Man, I got to ask you, Calvin Austin, did he go from 84 to 4 because he felt like he's gone from a sprinter and a track star to actually a wide receiver now? You almost think he would go from 4 to 84. He doesn't look like that. Only thing he's doing is running that 9 route. He's actually running the route tree. He's using his hands. He's got great hand-eye coordination. And his in and out of breaks are so crisp.
Man, I love Calvin Austin, man. A great kid. He worked so hard, man. He's getting his opportunity. I know a lot of people, like you said, thought he was just this speed guy. This guy just run straight line routes and catch deep ball. But he showed last week that, I mean, he could run all the routes. I mean, he looked like a real wide receiver instead of just a speed special teams guy and kind of a guy you can throw the deep balls to. I mean, he was making moves on guys. I mean, the double moves. I like what I saw out there. I think he's proven that he can be more than just that burner.
Now,
and they're going to
go ahead. I was going to say, I also have to ask you, since we're talking about these receivers, I mean, you lose Coxie, who's 6'3", 6'4", huge target, long, catch radius, and you go to a 5'9", a bunch of smaller, speedy wide receivers. Brady was very accurate with the football for such a change. Did you see that in Brady?
Brady honestly probably played his best game as a Tiger.
I think he did.
On last Saturday. I mean, he was fantastic. I mean, he's dropping dimes, putting throws on the money. That touchdown to go ahead to Calvin Austin was a great throw. I mean, he made some plays under pressure. He was getting out of the pocket, moving around. I mean, shout out to Brady, man. I mean, you kind of look back at a couple of years ago, what you saw on Saturday, Brady White could have done that a couple of years ago. Some of the things that you saw now, you would have seen from him. I mean, that guy's really improved his accuracy. I mean, he looks like a guy that, I mean, especially like you look last Saturday, he looks like a guy that could play on Sunday. He really did look that good. Like I said, I want to get carried away with it, but I was really impressed with his performance on Saturday, especially, man, you losing the guy that you have all the chemistry with, your number one guy in Coasty, to kind of have these new guys out here and they're making plays like that. He did a tremendous job in leading this team. And, I think we're lucky to have him. The guy's working on his PhD, man. What can you say about Brady White, man? I think he's a fantastic player, leader for this team, and just a fantastic guy all the way around, man. I think we're lucky to have him here in Memphis.
72 touchdowns. And guess what? Only 23 interceptions, 72 touchdowns. That is not bad. He's only thrown 3 interceptions this year to 13 touchdowns. And the big thing for me is completing 70% of his passes. Last year when he had a good year, it was 63.9. Year before that, 62. And then when he was at Arizona State, just a 50% completion percentage. He has really elevated. He's going to come back next year and be the quarterback for the Tigers, isn't he?
Man, how awesome would that be? That to have him back. He played a full 4 years. That would be insane if that happened. He won't be done with his PhD. So, I think it's a possibility. It would be fantastic to have him back. That would be a fantastic story, man. If he comes back for another year, man, that would be, I think, would really stabilize this program. Now, I don't know how the guys behind him will feel, some of the guys they recruited, but I would love to see him here for another year. That would be crazy.
Which, offensive or defensive, which unit has surprised you the most?
I guess you would have to go with the offense because, especially when you think about the loss of Kenneth Gainwell, people talked about, this offense is not as explosive, especially after watching the Arkansas State game. A lot of people thought, they can score points, but they're not going to be able to get into a shootout like they're used to in years past. And I think on Saturday they showed that, you hang 50 points on a team and they're going up and down. You score, we score, you score, we score. I think they've shown that they can be as explosive as these Memphis teams have been over the last several years. And I think after losing Kenneth Gainwell and Antonio Gibson and some of those guys like that, you were thinking that wasn't possible. They're out here doing it with freshmen. You talk about Devon Ivory and Todd Watson, these guys out there making plays and they're moving the ball at will. And I don't think that's something that we kind of thought would be the case, especially after the loss of Kenneth Gainwell.
Yeah, and the other thing I was going to say, I'm also the one unit that's really surprised me is I always knew JoJo Dorsey's had a crazy motor. He's always been a little undersized, but Brian Goodson, that defensive front, those linebackers.
Big game on Saturday.
My goodness, have they been getting pressure on quarterback and just flying to the deadgum football?
Yeah, up front they did look good, getting pressure, especially in the second half. Brian Goodson made a couple plays there. They did, and were able to get pressure up front, and that's something that over the years this team has not, as good as they've been over the years. They're getting pressure on the quarterback is not something that they've done well, but they did do that well at times on Saturday, and I think that's going to be important here on coming up on this Saturday against Temple, because then Russo is a guy that can get outside the pocket as well to kind of make some plays. So keeping him in the pocket and making him throw the football, I think is best for him because he's a guy that has a propensity to throw interceptions. So I think that's something to watch on Saturday. They get pressure on him and forcing him to make some bad throws.
Man, I'll tell you one thing. I could talk all day with you. I can't wait till next Thursday. Hopefully we're talking about a Temple victory and getting ready for, Cincinnati on Halloween. I really can't wait.
Big game.
Oh, I cannot wait for it. But we just got to get through Temple. We're going to have a lot of fun. But remember, all Tiger fans out there, follow Isaac at Isaac_Rivals. Go to thetigersportsreport.com. Check out all of his work. That's at Isaac_Rivals. And tune in every Thursday at 2:30 right here. Isaac, be good, my friend.
We'll do it, man. Talk to you next week.
Talk to you next week. That's Isaac Simpson. We'll be right back. This is Sports 56, 98.5. Never forget MemphisFarmers.com and Chad Gatlin on 96.1 FM.
Want to get your voice heard? Hit us up on the First Bank phone line or First Bank text line.
36-month leases, $31.49 due at signing. 0 security deposit. Excludes ACQ fee, $10,000 per year. 20 cents excess mileage. $6.50 acquisition fee. Forte ME $275,992. MSRP $20,510. Sold L706 $3372. MSRP $21,885. K5 MG 003,199. MSRP $25,725. K900 MSRP $65,610. L60 $26,907. L60 $21,220. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF $695. Excludes tax on license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 11/1. 2020 dealer stock only. Warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See Kia.com or retailer for details.
Where can you find best mass market branded initial quality 5 years running for Kia with J.D. Powers? We Gossett and Gossett Kia on Mount Moriah. Take your pick. 2021 Kia Forte or 2020 Kia Soul. $149 a month lease, 36 months. 2021 Kia K5 beats Toyota Camry with more passenger cargo headroom and legroom volume, plus a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. $189 a month lease for 36 months, all just $3149 due at signing. Plus 2020 K900, $10,000 off MSRP. So come get happy at Gossett Kia, 2680 Mount Moriah or KiaMountMoriah.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars. O'Reilly.
When you need auto parts, O'ReillyAuto.com is just a few clicks away. We offer convenient options for you to get your parts quickly. Order online and pick up for free at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store. We'll even bring it out curbside. Or you can have your parts delivered right to your door with free shipping on most orders over $35. Visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
If you're going on vacation, making a college campus visit, or if business takes you out of town, there's just no better place to board your dog than Barks and Recreation, 965 Reddick Cove between Bud Davis Cadillac and the Blue Plate Cafe in East Memphis. Boarding, daycare, grooming, we have the best of everything at Barks. Indoor-outdoor kennels so your family member can go in and out as they please. Indoor and outdoor play areas. 4 walks a day. Group play and individual attention from the best staff in the Mid-South, which includes an overnight staff to ensure the safety and comfort of your pet 24 hours a day. All reasons to choose Barks and Recreation above all other boarding and daycare facilities. BarksDaycare.com or 509-0909. Check us out and make your reservations now at BarksDaycare.com. If your dog could speak, he'd say Barks.
Hey everybody, this is Coach Penny Hardaway. When I want to throw a party for friends or family, I want it to be a taste of Memphis, and that means Corky's Barbecue. Order online or call ahead and pick up at their speedy drive-thru. And be sure to tell them that Penny sent you.
Order the ultimate taste of Corky's and get a free rack of ribs with your mail order. Just put Sidelines in the promo code. Get meat, ribs, barbecue baked beans, Corky sauce, dry rub seasoning, and a pie, all for just $99.99. Put Sidelines in the mail order as your promo code, and the free rack of ribs is added automatically.
Election Day is November 3rd. If you plan to vote by mail, plan ahead at USPS.com/votinginfo. There you will find helpful resources, such as guidance for successfully using the mail, links to find your state's rules and deadlines, information for military and overseas voters, and more. The U.S. Postal Service is ready to deliver for you. Make sure you're ready too. Start today at USPS.com/votinginfo.
In today's world, a lot is going on, but one thing is always true. You need to take care of yourself. The skin clinics can help. Age, diet, genetics, and current events can conspire to make you look and feel much older than you are. It doesn't have to be that way. Call the skin clinics and let their expertly trained nurses, estheticians, and staff choose the treatment that best suits you and your pocket. There's so much you can do. Consider skin resurfacing and rejuvenation, lash extensions and specialty brows, injectables, medical grade chemical peels, laser hair reduction, waxing, facials, makeup applications, and even services just for men. The Skin Clinics has it all in a caring, safe environment, always observing current social distancing guidelines. Go to theskinclinic.com to find out more and call today for your appointment at 901-345-SKIN. That's 901-345-SKIN. Taking care of yourself is good for you and your loved ones. Come to the Skin Clinics, 1300 Wolf Park Drive in Germantown.
Now back to Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
Let's go!
On Sports 56 and 87.7 FM. Here's your host, John Harden.
Many a hand has scaled the grand old face of the plateau. Some belong to strangers and some to folks you know. Holy Ghost and talk show hosts are planted in the sand to beautify the foothills, shake the many hands. There's nothing on the top but a bucket and a mop and an illustrated book about birds. You see a lot up there, but don't be scared. Who needs Jackson when you got words?
Yo, 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 welcome back to a little Sports 56 happy hour. I got G_Coon 71. That's my good buddy Gabe Coon. You know I'm here chilling with you, Johnny Radio at Johnny_Radio. And yes, we are streaming live Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Instagram, and Twitter at Sports 56 WHBQ. Check it out. Now, we are going to say goodbye. And I just got to say, has this been one of the fastest weeks we've ever had in there? Or just this, like, what's going on? Because
last week was fast for me, too, man. I don't know about you.
Dude, this week, all I remember, it started with Monday with Jeffrey Tobin and Carol Baskins and, like, Cosby and, like, you know, now we're talking about Jeff Lunau and
know what the biggest fact of life is now with you? If I say that woman's name, you're going to start singing a song, aren't you?
Killed her husband, whacked
Carol
him.
Baskin.
Can't tell me that it didn't happen. Carol Baskins. Now, I will tell you something. I don't know why, but I just sometimes when I'm walking outside, I'll scream, Carol Baskins. And you'll hear somebody, killed her husband, whacked him. Telling you, dude, just go walk in the park, or if you're around, there's people, just scream it out, and the song will start chanting around. I do it all the time. People probably think I'm nuts downtown. If you hear that out there, you'll know that's me walking my dogs. But anyway, we have a game tonight. And, of course, you can hear it right here on Sports 56, 98.5, and 96.1 FM. It's the Giants and the Eagles. Eagles are now only a 4.5-point favorite. It was 5 earlier. Heck, I saw it earlier at one point of the week at like a specific place. It was 5.5. It's down to 4.5. I don't get it. The Eagles, did they not just fight the bleep out of Baltimore? Do people not believe in Baltimore's defense? Is that why they had to go out and get, Yannick? I have to say, if the Eagles don't beat the brakes off the Giants, Carson Wentz needs to give money back to Philadelphia fan. Like, something has to happen. Carson Wentz was supposed to be the greatest gift of quarterbacking in the history of the world. They broke the bank for him, and then he didn't even win the Super Bowl. Nick Foles' backup did, even though he was having an MVP year. Well, right now, he looks like a second-string year. Like, he needs to be on the bench type of year. You have to beat Danny Dimes. I'm taking the Eagles, and I'm laying the points.
He needs, and I'm talking about Carson Wentz, needs to build confidence tonight, right? Because this is a cupcake on your schedule. Build confidence. Maybe it'll carry over into some of these games against teams that, well, you're probably not as good as, but you need to win some of these, right? These interdivisional ones, they need to build confidence here, or it could spiral out of control.
0-2-1 at home. 1-4-1 on the year, and yes, a win tonight, and they could be right back in the thick of things for the NFC least. Well, anything in the East right now is the least. AFC, NFC, they both stink. But right now, we're about to see the worst of the NFC East, the Giants and the Eagles, tonight right here on Sports 56, 98.5, and 96.1. But one other thing I got to tell you, watch out for the Panthers. This weekend, they got more people injured than I don't know what to do with. Saints minus 7.5. Take it today. Get out there, make the world a better place. See you on the flip side. Peace!
All 75 months at 2.99 Mirage LA